Optional.
Full screen. Yeah. Play the game like big boys.
Terrible, terrible. Here's the mouse.
Thank you. How does it sound in your ears?
I don't know.
Can you hear me from back here, or do I need to, like, lean forward?
I don't know. Talk again.
I'm talking again.
I mean, I can hear you, so I guess that's fine.
Yeah, I guess that's fine. That'll work.
I mean, you can lean forward if you want. Like,
Fuck
scoot
it.
up closer.
Fuck it.
To like, make sure, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. It's kind of tricky with the...
it's fine.
But it's fine. It'll work. We got it.
Yeah. We're back.
Yeah. We're here to keep playing more of this furry game.
Yeah. How do you like it so far? Like, actually?
I'm surprised, sure. It's not aggressively horny,
No.
which is nice.
No.
but-
Play Adastra for that.
Yeah, no. I have no interest
Okay.
in playing Adastra. But, I mean, I like the art so far. So far, the character interactions are pretty good. Flynn's still a dick, but
How dare you?
there's probably a reason. I know. It's fine.
I don't know, like, it's weird how I would describe this. It almost feels like it's not quite as bad, but it's almost like Okada style writing, where like half the characters are lying with their personalities at the beginning.
Blessed. Imagine if Okada wrote a furry game.
I'd be so down for that. I mean, she wrote the Vor game. Go to 6.
Are we on 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was us. Yeah. Okay. So instead of me reading everything this time.
Yeah.
we're
So I
gonna,
was
like-
thinking like maybe I would do the narrate. Like I would voice Chase.
Okay.
Because I'm a twink.
You're twink.
I'm a twink like
Does that mean
Chase.
I have to pick Leo though?
Yeah.
Do I have to do Leo's
Do you want me to
route?
play Leo as well?
No, it's fine. No, I'm just saying if it's your point of view, we know which route you would pick.
Yeah. Carl.
Oh. Y'all heard it here. We're gonna go Carl's route then, I guess.
You fucking choose Carl's route.
Playthrough over.
I will murder you.
Oh, it's gonna be great. It'll be so good.
So I don't know if I'm gonna do the narration though. Do you want to do the narration? Or
I
should
could do the
it?
narration. That's fine. It doesn't matter.
Because it is Chase's narration, so that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, it doesn't. I
Okay.
literally don't care. Whatever you want to do.
All right. I mean, I feel like I should since I made you read like 2 hours last time.
Go for it.
And I'm bad at reading because I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player.
This is such a good like last episode was such a good exercise in working out my voice.
Yeah.
I felt tired, but like a good tired.
Look, I've had all week streaming Smoke Room.
True.
And Arches.
You're warmed
so-
up. You're warmed up. You were ready.
And like it resets every time I started. So I don't know what was where are we
here.
at?
Yo.
Okay. The rest of the day is pretty relaxing. We ride a few of I don't know how to oh wow damn. We ride a few of the more mellow rides. Yeah.
Yeah.
Leo seemed to cheer up when I volunteered to sit next to him. Of course he did. On the Ferris wheel.
Of course he did.
TJ even built up his courage to the point where he rode the swinging ship.
Oh, I didn't even do that.
I'm too much of a coward for
Yeah,
that.
no,
No. Flynn and Carl rode the slingshot ride together. Of course they would. and with the video feed from the ground, I think it's the first time I've ever seen Flynn scared.
Ooh, cracks in the armor.
Right? Carl did end up barfing after that one. By about 6 p.m., everyone's tired enough that we agreed to head back. It's still exhausting, so I sleep for half an hour. I sleep for the half an hour it takes to get back to the motel.
Nice.
When we do get back, I notice how good the sun looks right now. With a sigh, I remind myself that I'm here to actually get a project done. No, you're not. Don't lie to yourself,
Don't
Chase.
even play Chase.
Not to just play around. So as everyone sits in the motel, I let them know I'm about to shoot some B-roll, gather up my equipment, and head out into the heat. Dragging it outside, I set it up, sweating even under the evening light. Though this late into the day, the heat was pissing me off. For some reason, it's a lot cooler in Pueblo.
Sounds like the Midwest.
Right? I've never been over there.
Been through it, and it kind of sucked.
Yeah. I can imagine. My mind drifts back to the many days of summer under the blazing sun, the temperature rarely dipping below the hundreds.
Yikes.
Terrible. I'm amazed poor TJ never had a heat stroke.
I mean, they're all furred creatures.
Right.
You'd think that'd be more common.
When I put my eyes into the viewfinder, I'm a bit disappointed at how broken down the town looks, even with the amazing backdrop. What a dump.
I'll say.
Terrible, terrible. It's then that I hear footsteps talking behind me. I pause my recording and turn back.
So who wants to do Leo?
I don't know.
Do you want to do Leo or do you want me to do Leo? It doesn't have to be weird.
Okay. I guess I'll do Leo. It's fine.
Okay.
How's the filming? It's all right. Kind of ran out of sun, but it's okay. Echo looks like crap no matter what kind of light you shoot it in.
Jeez, bro. Do you need us to keep quiet?
Nah, I'm just shooting B-roll. Was about to come back in. Let's stay here for a minute. Carl and Flynn are getting a little loud.
Oh, uh-oh. So,
You know how it is.
you know how it is.
Besides, I want to talk to you two. He wraps an arm around Jenna and reaches out another one to pull me. That we're both pulled in. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. It's fine.
Yeah. This is Renpai, right? Like they made it in. Okay, that's what I thought.
At least it says that in the file. Like it has like the
Renpai files.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel my shoulder press against the warm bulk of his side and chest. He's always been taller than me, my eyes barely coming up to his chin, but now it seems like he was almost twice as wide.
Chonky.
He's a big boy.
Lad.
Not as big as Nick from the smoke room, though.
No.
It's not, no. He's a big badger.
Ooh, that's cool.
He's definitely put on some more muscle since the last time I saw him. While he was always pretty muscular, he's been more on the lean side. Now his chest and biceps pulled in his shirt tight. It felt nice, though, like something very sturdy wrapped in velvet. I suppose it was a mixture of adding on both muscle and fat. I'm at least happy to see he's gotten over his little defeat to Jenna.
It was all good-natured.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it?
I thought it was great.
You know what? So Jenna says at one point in that scene, like, I just like teasing him. And I'm like, Jenna, that's so mean to say considering what happened.
What does that mean?
Jenna, I'll never forgive you for 3 years ago. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know if this was... I don't remember if we prefaced this in the first episode. But you've played this already.
Yeah.
Like all the routes at this point. So
Yeah.
you know things.
Yeah.
And I don't.
Yeah.
And I worry.
You know what? Jenna's a mostly nice person. Look at us, the OG crew. Leo's strong voice vibrates from his body into mine. The effect is tranquilizing, and I feel myself relax.
Together again.
The only thing I miss about this town.
That's cute.
Leo's referring to the fact that he, Jenna, and I were the original 3 in our group of 6 to become friends.
Oh, 6.
6?
I count 5 characters that we see.
What? No, it's.
Wait, it is.
It
No,
is 6. There's 5
I
routes,
totally
and then
fucking forgot about TJ. I completely forgot about his ass.
what? Isn't TJ your favorite character?
He's trash though.
You would rather hang out with Flynn than TJ?
Probably.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I can like say ass and not have him lose his mind.
It's fine. It's fine. I find it curious that Chase didn't think 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay. That's
that. Yeah. Later we added TJ, then Carl, and finally Flynn and Sydney. Leo had really been the one to unite us all. Sydney?
Uh-huh. Haven't met Sydney.
Nope, not yet.
I remember when you first got here, everyone was afraid of you.
I remember when I first got here and I found a bunch of, what is that, gringos?
Gringos.
Who wouldn't even talk to each other.
which is funny because like, you know, they're animals.
Yeah.
They're not like white people. That's what gringos is.
Yeah? I don't know. I think they, like, the characters have ethnicities.
Yeah, I suppose valid. Yeah, I haven't seen that really.
Well, like,
but like,
because Leo's Hispanic, Jenna is Native American, and I know that Carl is white, and Chase is white.
Okay.
So it is what it is. We all went to the same school in Peyton and had our had our different friends there. When Leo moved in, he thought it was strange that the kids in Echo didn't hang out together. As I entered middle school and high school, I cycled through a ton of different friends, but the ones in Echo always stayed the same. Remember when we'd always have sleepovers at Chase's place?
Of course, I'd kick your ass at Claws of Fury all the time.
Terrible, terrible. I remember I used to think you guys were only friends with me for my video games.
Also, he was a rich kid.
I think he was like middle class.
Okay, fine.
Carl's the rich kid.
Yeah, fair enough.
He lives in a literal mansion. Like, many times I'd fallen asleep to the flickering lights of the old CRT television set, watching the outlines of Jenna and Leo twist side to side as they played. I would wake up hours later, only to find them still playing.
Jeez.
It was weird. Jenna and Leo get along really well, but there's a bit of a competitive streak between them.
That's fun, though.
Actually, it's one of the few things that Leo gets genuinely angry. Yeah, Leo has some gamer rage.
Gamer. Is he elite gamer?
Well, he stopped playing games at one point, so... I think he even broke one of my controllers.
Jeez, bro.
Actually. Huh. That's probably foreshadowing.
I don't like that.
Well, foreshadowing to a flashback.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
That's... What a sentence.
It's a whole thing. How long has it been since we first met?
Well, when did you move in?
I think it was in 2000.
Ugh.
Are these Zoomers?
I don't
They're
know.
not. I actually think that they're Doomers.
Are they Doomers?
Because if they're in college in 2015...
Yeah, that's around when we would have been in college.
Yeah.
Well, when we were in college.
Yeah.
We were both in school at the time, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn,
I feel...
Oh my god, you can't say you're old. You're not, like, 30.
I'm not old, but I feel it. I'm almost 30. Close enough. Ish.
Whatever. It's fine. So you take 2015 and and subtract 2000. What does that leave you with, Leo? Leo looks sideways at me and smirks. There's a flash of a white canine as it appears from under his lip for a moment. You think you're a real hotshot now that you're in college, eh? I smirk back, though I know my canines aren't as impressive. Pretty much, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, right? Well, you'll always be those little brats to me. I feel Leo's wagging tail at me in the butt. Sure, okay. I guess they can do that. They're furries.
Yeah, swats him. Little playful swat.
I'm not really sure how I feel about that. I mean, they're not a couple anymore.
No,
so
but
like
they're like, he clearly still wants it.
Yeah,
I mean, he's got
know.
the anchor that says Chase on it. He's never gotten over it.
Yeah, well,
I guess that's probably.
Neither will I.
Late.
It's fine. Speaking of which, are you two getting along over there? Jenna looks at me around Leo's broad chest.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, we haven't had many chances to hang out. Eh? Why not?
Well, it's college. It's also a pretty large university. I don't think we've even seen each other in passing.
Well, things are different, but Jenna, we should do something together soon before you graduate.
Definitely.
Leo still looks a little disappointed that me and Jenna aren't keeping up at the university, but I don't know why. She had her friends, I had mine, and we did talk sometimes. Jenna nudges Leo, causing us all to sway.
And speaking of that, when are you going to go back to Mesa?
Mesa is the community college in Peyton. Leo went there for a few semesters before taking a break. And by break, I mean he quit.
Okay. I was like, well, how long of a break? But...
We'll see. I have to talk to my parents. It's just starting to get really busy.
No. Why don't they hire more people? You know, you would have graduated by now. You would have had your master's by now. Jeez.
Leo sighs. It's about committing to the family business, not the help he needs. Jenna rolls her eyes, blowing out some air and ruffling the tuft of fur on her head.
Wolves and their families. You should try thinking and speaking for yourself sometime.
Damn, Jenna, why?
Jenna. If I hadn't done that, I'd still be stuck in that crank house.
Jenna flicks her head vaguely in the direction of where she used to live. Jenna is the only one, aside from Carl, who has a family still living in Echo. I wonder if she's going to visit them. Even though I'm pretty sure I already know the answer to that.
We might.
I see Leo tighten his arms around her shoulder, but she goes on without missing a beat.
And you can start with our otter here.
I look up, caught unaware. What? Jenna.
I'm serious.
Jenna puts her paw in front of Leo's face, cutting him off.
I am not going to spend the entire week with you asking me when or how you should do it. Let's rip off the Band-Aid now. Chase?
Jenna. There's a warning tone to Leo's voice as he pins back his ears and drops his arms from our shoulders. I already know what's happening. It's been a long time coming. I take a step back and fold my arms, looking to the side.
Drama. Chase, Leo has some things to say to you, and yes, it's about that. Now I'm going to head back in and make sure Carl didn't light up in the bathroom.
Jenna! His tone changes to exasperation as Jenna turns on her heel and leaves.
Damn, Jenna.
Right?
Making things fucking happening.
Judging by the curl in her tail, I can tell that she's pretty satisfied with what she's just done. I return my attention to the road. Couldn't really bring myself to look at him right now. We both stand there for a minute, 3 feet apart. I hear Leo scuff?
Yes.
Yeah, scuff the ground with his foot, then sniff as the dust rises from the ground. I hear him draw in a breath a few times, as if he's going to say something, but ends up blowing it out with a sigh. We were never good at this, probably why it ended up failing like it did. Leo. I'm sorry, Chase. For what? Not talking to you about this when I should have. Talking to Jenna about it when I should have been talking to you. He reaches out and sets a paw on my shoulder, the silver anchor on his wrist glittering just a bit in the fading light. He smiles at me, but I grit my teeth. Why are you still wearing that?
Oh.
I cry every time. His eyes flick from the bracelet when they then back to my face, expression turning defensive. Why aren't you still wearing yours? Don't you remember what we said? I sigh, looking at the scattering clouds behind Leo's head.
They're tinged.
Tinged? Yeah. Yep. I haven't seen that word before. You think I've read this? They're tinged a soft pink from the fading sun. The sunset is almost the same color as Leo's fur. Leo, we were teenagers. That's not an answer.
Damn.
He cuts me off and I look back at him. I told you, they weren't love bracelets. They weren't just about our relationship. They were about everything. Our friends, family, memories. Echo.
Ooh.
I raise my voice above his, cutting him off this time. They were about Echo, Leo. We stand there for a while, and Leo's looking closely at me, expectantly, his ears tipped forward. His eyes pierced me like amber shards. It was always hard to look at him in his eyes during our arguments. What do I have to say?
Oh.
Ellipses.
Dot. I don't like Chase's goatee.
Don't worry, neither does anyone else.
Like, if he didn't have it, it'd look better.
I really like that it's there. I don't like it as a, like, I think it looks good.
Right.
But I think it's really funny that Chase thinks it looks cool.
You know? And I guess
and literally every character when it gets brought up hates it.
He doesn't have to please anyone but himself.
He's a free agent, you know? It's not like he's dating. All right, fine. I fucking hate this place. Everything about it. It's the most miserable goddamn place I've ever been. How many places have you been? Enough to know that it's miserable. Most everyone here is old, obese, on welfare. Half of them are probably on meth. Leo pulls in a deep breath and blows it over my head. I can smell the bell pepper on his breath. No one likes it here, Chase. I mean, it was an anchor. I'm half laughing. Just looking at it made me feel like I was still tied to this town. I didn't need it reminding me of all that awful stuff. I know it was supposed to symbolize our being each other's rocks or whatever, but it stands for something more than that. But a lot of good things happened here too. No one should forget where they came from. Sometimes I wish I could.
Damn, Chase.
Yeah, he's an edgy person.
Got some issues, bro.
You know, Chase has a lot of issues.
Big issues, bro.
At this point, Leo's deflated a bit, going into slouch his ears lower. Wait, you said was. You didn't get rid of it.
Oh.
No, I still have it. It's in a drawer in my dorm room. Honestly, if it was anything else, like one of those infinity bracelets we saw, I wouldn't have trouble wearing it. Well, fuck, why didn't you just say anything when we were buying them? I didn't know it was gonna be a problem.
Chase.
What a fucking child.
Like, actual child.
Leo takes a deep breath again before blowing it out, puffing out his cheeks this time. How is this even pronounced?
Sure, it's Puchika.
Fuchika?
Maybe.
Fuchika otter? He pulls a pot to his eyes and holds it there for a few seconds. It's a pose I'm pretty familiar with. Even though I haven't seen it in a few years, I'm hit with a wave of memories, mostly of me frustrating. Is that?
Yeah, mostly of me frustrating.
Okay.
Or embarrassing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. We decided on anchors mostly because they looked pretty.
Facts.
Leo had referenced some wolf metaphor about roots and how we're always drawn back to them. Also some bullshit about how outers were great sailors, but really it was just the aesthetic.
Yep, fair. Also,
they were teenagers. Like,
yeah, their shirts are like opposite tones.
Yeah,
that's fun.
Yeah,
like
they're literally perfect for one another. For some reason, over the years, I'd begun to associate the anchor with being stuck in Echo. You know, like the that dream sequence.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, it gets around.
It does.
See, it was relevant.
I mean, I would assume so. Not like it's just some fluke. Some throwaway panel.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, oh.
It's all good.
Uh-huh.
It was when I started connecting the anchor to Sydney that I'd taken it off. Well, why is that?
Why is that, huh?
It was too much.
Who's Sydney? You can tell us.
They've like mentioned Sydney.
They mentioned Sydney. They didn't mention Sydney before all this stuff outside. I don't remember seeing Sydney.
Well, yeah, okay, it's fine. Anyway,
they just mentioned the lake.
Yeah. Leo brings me back to the present, and I focus back on him. What I was trying to say was that I'm still not okay with how you left. Leo, I said I was sorry, and I still am. Or how you stopped talking to me for a while, for like a year. Fuck you.
Wow, bro.
I was a kid. I thought it was a good tactic, like Jenna said. Rip off the Band-Aid, you know. We did start talking again. Like in text messages, sometimes, several months apart, you know? It was more like you punched me in the gut than kicked me in the balls.
Wow.
The problem was that you didn't even give me a chance to say anything, or at least tell me why before you broke it off. I stay there silent for a while, then finally look up, setting my jaw. Like I said, I was young and dumb. I didn't know how to handle it. I can keep apologizing, or we can move on and make the most of this. We only have 1 week, and I want to have fun. Leo looks to the side, paws on his hips, as if contemplating, then looks back at me with a smile. All right, fine, but don't think you're off the hook. I still want to talk soon. Soon, just not right now. I stand there awkwardly for a few moments. Then, because it felt appropriate, I step in to give him a hug. He takes it willingly, and he's warm and strong. For a moment, I wonder why the hell I dumped this guy. Why did you, Chase?
Why did you, Chase?
Why did you fucking do...
Like, you just want to run.
Just then, someone lays on the horn as they drive past us, pulling me out of my reverie. Fags!
Oh. Jeez.
Yeah, passerbys.
Gotta
You know,
love those
Echo's a nice place to live.
Midwest passerbys.
It is what it is. I lean back so I can watch the car speed down the empty road. Leo keeps holding me, though, and he just chuckles.
Man, it's okay to hug your bros, man.
I mean, I guess it would be awkward if it was your ex, though.
But how is a passerby supposed to know that? There's no point.
Well, I mean, also for for Chase.
Men can hug other men.
You know that's false.
Normalize telling your bros they look ripe and breedable. I saw that in a post.
What?
I saw that in a post, and I was cackling.
Oh no, that just sounds bad. No. Echo hasn't changed much, has it? No, it hasn't.
Ugh.
As we sang our goodbyes, I remind Leo about the shots I need of the lake. He says he'll talk to the other two about it after they leave. We all say our goodbyes before Leo, Carl, and Flynn take off. TJ takes his usual hour getting ready for bed while Jenna does some schoolwork.
What all does he do? I mean, I guess he's got a lot of fur.
Yeah, I guess. But by the time I'm finished brushing my teeth, I'm grateful to see both in bed. I get under the covers next to TJ. Fucking why? Sleep on the floor. I'd rather sleep on the fucking floor.
Like, actually, though.
And lay there for about an hour staring at the ceiling. No, that's real, though. Slowly, I slide out from under the covers, careful not to wake up TJ. Quietly, I slip on my jeans and grab my jacket. Why? It's fucking 100 degrees outside.
Not at nighttime. The desert gets cold at night, though.
I don't know. I feel like I would just not... I'd be okay with it. Before heading out the door.
Doesn't look like nighttime, though.
No. Toby builds a small sandcastle next to the lake in the process of digging a moat around it. Jenna drops a few twigs next to it before running off to find more decorations. Flynn is talking to Sydney, pointing at Toby's sandcastle. Man, I really hate... So certain characters have different names in the flashbacks.
Okay.
So that's TJ.
Toby?
Yeah.
Ah, he was Toby.
Yeah.
But... Okay.
Sydney looks hesitant but excited. He looks to make up his mind, suddenly running forward, kicking the top of the tallest castle. It breaks easily, with most of it flying into TJ's face. I guess I should say Toby. That's just hard to remember. Toby flinches back, shocked before immediately crying as he rubs at his eyes. Jenna comes running. Oh, it says Jenna, though. Huh, okay. From across... She was Jasmine.
Really?
At some point, yeah. Like in their high school years, she went by Jasmine.
This is wacky.
Yeah. Jenna comes running from across the beach, yelling before shoving at Sydney, who's laughing. She turns to Toby, trying to help him clean his face, but the lynx pushes her away before running towards the trail back to Echo.
Wow. Sydney sounds like a dick.
What do you mean? He's best friends with Flynn.
Okay.
That's their thing.
Okay.
So like Flynn and Sydney, they were like the closest friends.
Yeehaw River.
Oh God, I don't. Feeds Emma Lake from the north. It's a further drive from the lake itself, but it does have a few nice clearings along its edge. One of them has a few benches and a rusted to hell public grill that I'm sure no one has used in decades.
Ugh.
This is the place we go. As we are unloading Leo's van, I decide to get the B-roll of the lake right away. It won't have much of a presence in the packet, so I think I'm just going to narrate over it. The actual lake is only a few minutes walk from here. It's a bit difficult navigating around the sagebrush, and I know I'm gonna have to check for ticks later. Okay, the amount of times they mention, like, ticks in this game.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it.
I mean,
that just makes me paranoid.
It is very real.
It is.
You know?
It is. Every time I visit Minnesota, I'm just gonna die.
They got bad amount of ticks over there?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Minnesota's really bad about that.
Huh. Wouldn't have guessed, but I guess, you know, they're everywhere at this point, so whatever.
By the time I reach the lake, my friends are pretty far behind me, hidden behind a few bends of hills. Yeah, I'm getting uncomfortable with the idea of me holding the camera while I navigate this terrain. It probably would have been a lot better if Leo had just parked the car next to the reservoir while I got out to film, but I guess even that still wasn't okay. There's a large square of paved ground next to the parking lot now. Several benches and a row of brand new grills. Several lamps have been erected around the area too. Leo was right about the town trying to turn the reservoir into a recreational spot. I can actually see a few jet boats skimming through. Why?
Why
through
not?
the water. Well, like, who's here to do that?
Some
I guess.
people.
Leaving long trails of white behind them.
Some people probably come from other towns to maybe do this,
Echo?
right?
Like, they just keep reiterating that this is like a hellhole. So, like,
Yeah.
it's hard to imagine like people going, let's go to Lake Emma to like
Jet ski.
jet ski. And I'm like, does
yay.
anyone here have enough money for jet skis? Like,
Yeah, that's a good point.
there's even what looks like a feline of sorts fishing in the shallows. It would explain why the motel is still in business. I guess people are visiting, but I don't want to believe that. Lake Emma is fairly small, but about 12 miles long and 5 wide. I look around before climbing to the top of a nearby hill and get my shots. Even with a few people there, it's still plenty quiet, aside from the train horns. Trains. I like trains.
Yeah.
And it's kind of eerie. I'll wrap up and start to quickly make my way back. It's hard to explain why I'm getting freaked out in broad daylight with people around.
Yeah. Why is it? Why are you
Why?
freaking out, huh?
Either it's because of what happened all those years ago, or I'm just psyching myself up.
Trauma that you never went to therapy
What?
for?
He did go to therapy.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, for
Oh,
years.
damn.
And didn't work out.
No, it didn't.
No.
Huh.
I'm glad to hear my friends' voices again as I get close. Then again, it sounds like they're fighting. Been acting like a dick all day.
Be glad I came here at all. Apparently, it would have been better if you hadn't. Maybe I should just fucking leave then.
It sounds a lot more serious than our usual squabbles, so I quicken my pace.
Jeez.
They seem to quiet down a bit once they see me coming. TJ's off to the side, looking out over the river, occasionally throwing a rock into it. Carl sits on in a long chair, one of 6 that has been set out in a semicircle. He has his chin on a fist as he lazily stares at me. Jenna and Leo both stand there and stand next to each other, looking at Flynn, who's got his back turned, rummaging through the cooler. Hey, what's wrong? Leo sighs. Nothing. You get your film? Yeah, I got it. The silence is still awkward, and I have no idea what the hell to do with myself. I finally realize that I'm still holding the camera and decide to put that away. Hey, I'm gonna go for a quick swim. Haven't been in water in a while. When we first got here, I was completely disappointed to find that the motel didn't have its own swimming pool. Being an otter, I like to swim at least once a day, if not more.
Oh, so high maintenance.
Right? At this point, it had been 3.
Oof, how is he still alive?
I know. Finn finally turns around, a beer in his hand as he cracks it open. It was true that he'd been acting a bit strange today. Today?
Where have you been?
He'd held the entire trip up by a few hours, and when he finally showed up, his eyes were blurry, and he seemed sluggish, like he'd been up all night. When he'd asked if he was all right, he brushed us off.
Yeah, thanks for the help setting up, Chase. You're about as useful as this fat ass here.
He swings his paw, holding the beer at TJ. At Carl. I don't know, they're both, worthless. Flynn!
So enjoy that swim while I set everything out.
Yeah, I will. Make my soda a diet while you're at it.
Dang, Chase! Whoa!
I've had it with Flynn. He's souring the trip with his need to be an asshole.
With his need. Go fuck yourself.
I ignore him as I strip off my shirt and head into the riverbank.
That was a good exchange.
I like it.
I thought that was funny.
I pat TJ on the shoulder as I pass him before slipping into the water. We're currently in the middle of a drought that has lasted the past 3 years, so the water is low, only about 10 feet at its deepest. It's enough though, and God, it feels so good. It's spring, so the water is pretty cold. I swim back and forth a few times before finally diving in.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Eventually, I settle on drifting to the bottom, laying and gripping on the rocky floor as I stare up at the shimmering light above me. I feel the gentle current run over my body. It's nice to be away from all of the tension above me. I feel isolated, alone, and for now, that feels good. Only I could really come down to this deep. The others not being able to hold their breath as long, or being too little. I remember when we were younger, I would give the others rides around the lake, being able to swim for nearly half a mile and back. Even Flynn, the asshole, had gone a few times. It was one skill that I had that I was proud of, even if it was inherited to my species. It still made me somehow useful at that, or at least different from everyone else in a good way. I had always felt like the odd one out in the group, as strange as it sounds. Where everyone else had a strong, distinct personality, I was just average.
Almost like you're the main character in a VN.
Oh my
you're the
God!
POV in a VN, and you have no personality? What?
God, I know. Sometimes I wonder if they were just friends with me because we all had to be when we were younger. This whole trip kind of forced me to think back on all those memories I have of this place and my friends. They were always doing the cool things, being different, while I was just sort of blended into the background. Even then, I wanted to do something to stand out somehow. That's what I was trying to do here, I guess.
What's he gonna do?
I don't know. It's been about 7 minutes, and I only know that because that's about how long as I can hold my breath.
7 minutes, not bad.
Yeah. I decide I should go back up and help out, so I slowly let myself float up towards the surface, trying to stay in the same spot. When I surface, it's pretty quiet. For a second, I wonder if everyone is just gone. Of course, that's ridiculous, and as I come over to the embankment, everyone's there.
Of course that's ridiculous.
Predictably, Flynn didn't get out my food. So I go to the cooler to grab a sandwich and soda before sitting in an empty chair next to Leo. Of course he chose the empty chair next to Leo.
Well, it's the only empty chair. There's only
Well,
6
then
chairs.
you shove TJ out of his.
Sit next to Carl for whatever reason.
I mean, that's better company than TJ.
True.
Apparently, it was a good idea to bring lawn chairs, considering the table looked like they were covered in a year's worth of bird shit. How was the swim? Oh, that's you. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, it's okay. You can have it. How was the swim?
His tone is bitter and salty. Man, of course he's salty.
Of course he's salty.
He's a super salty man. He's not his usual grumpy self, but good-natured mood. He's genuinely unhappy. What the hell was his deal? Amazing. I'm gonna have to come back here again sometime during the week. You lizard people don't understand. You hardly ever need water.
Chase is really just prodding it, huh?
Yeah, well, he's tired.
Yeah, I guess.
He's tired of the bullshit. It always scares the hell out of me when you're down there that long. He cares. He cares so much. I'm built for it.
I'm built different.
I guess I'll voice TJ.
Okay.
If that...
It's up
That's
to you.
okay.
I mean, I'll take Carl if I need to.
Yeah, that sounds fine. Remember when you'd give us rides? That was fun.
Remember when you'd always scream like a girl when Chase would go out too far?
Oh, wow, I remember that now. Hey, I've never really liked water. Anyway, Chase would do it on purpose. He knew I didn't like it out to a certain point. I mean, yeah. Carl looks at me.
You know what was really cool is when you take us down for a dive. Oh yeah, Chase was like our own little submarine.
I'm starting to get that otters are swimming clowns vibe again. Still, I kind of enjoy the attention. We'd get you to take us to the bottom so we could look for treasure. Leo makes air quotes around the last word. And we probably would have found way more stuff if you guys hadn't been dragging me down. I remember when.
Are we really fucking talking about this?
Everyone turns to look at Flynn. His voice is low and dangerous. There's a chill in the air because we all knew what he means. I was actually feeling pretty good about it at this point, like we crossed a bridge, being able to talk about it for once. Apparently, we hadn't. Flynn.
No, I'm serious. Do you think it's okay to fucking talk about this when the lake is just a quarter mile that way? You know what, Flynn? I think we should. Isn't that part of the reason why we're here? No! If that were the case, we'd be over there, but we're here. And why is that?
Everyone's quiet for a moment. I think TJ shrinks into his chair, staring hard at his lap. Flynn, we came out here because Chase needed footage. A change comes over Flynn. His face darkens, and everyone senses it.
Ooh, the music.
It's good. It's good. Flynn turns to me, and it takes some effort not to flinch back.
Yeah, and why's that, Chase? You're gonna put that in your fucking documentary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Emma is an important part of Echo's history.
Just what?
Flynn raises his brow ridge at me, and finally I just lower my eyes.
This was a stupid fucking idea. You know what, Flynn? If you'd be a little more open, tell us what's on your mind, we'd be able to avoid a lot of this kind of stuff. Oh, you want to know what's on my mind?
Flynn swivels and marches up to Carl.
Alright, let's start with you. You're fat, lazy, no motivation, no future.
Damn.
What the hell are you planning on doing with your life? Sit there, waste away in Echo, mooching off your parents until you're dead?
Carl stares back at Flynn impassively, though he hunches in on himself a bit further.
Flynn, don't do this right now. And you thinking you're better than everyone else. I can tell you think everyone in Echo is trash. Just because me and the others haven't left, you think we're lower than you. Just because we don't have an education, we're a bunch of retards. Yeah? Well, you left your whole fucking family behind without even saying goodbye. You know what's even going on with them right now? What they're dealing with? Yeah, real fucking hero you are. You think I...
Stop it, Flynn.
Our unquestionable leader. We wouldn't have been friends without you, would we? That's why you brought us here, right? So we could all bond? Or, wait, was it because you wanted to get into Chase's pants?
Leo's ears fall flat.
Jeez. Well, what are you even doing, Flynn? What are you doing?
Flynn works at City Hall.
Yeah, but that's so vague. What does he do at City Hall?
He's the clerk at City Hall.
Oh, a pencil pusher.
He has to get voted into that position.
Oh.
So he actually has to do work to get it and keep it.
Okay, fine. Probably. You've been a mess ever since he left, so let me be the one to tell you. It's over. It's fucking unhealthy. You're obsessed with him.
That's okay. Slowly his head turns to me and I brace myself.
And I can't imagine why. You, Chase, have the personality of a fucking rock. I wish you could see yourself. You just sit there like a creep, watching everyone, weighing everything that we say. And don't think I haven't caught the way you stare at all of us, like we're objects to be collected. What, are you planning to cycle through all of us for sex? Sure seems like it.
Flynn stops, then exhales. It seems to be over. I really hope it is. But that proves futile, though, as Flynn slowly turns to TJ.
Oh, it's this one.
Yeah, it's this CG.
Where he's a little, everyone's a little bit jank.
I kind of love just Flynn yelling at TJ. It's very cathartic.
He looks like a tiger. He doesn't look like a wolf anymore.
I mean...
It's not bad.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's bad at all.
I think it's mostly that, like, the muzzle looks real scrunched in a weird way.
It's the angle, I think. Yeah, for sure.
So, like, it's hard. I get it.
Yeah.
I had silently prayed that the Lynx would make a run for it, while Flynn had all of his attention focused on us, but TJ looks apathetic. Like a statue. Like there's no soul in him. That's about right. That's about right.
Facts.
Flynn pauses, though, as if he's at a loss for what to say. Finally.
What happened, TJ?
Flynn. Leo stands up, and from his posture, I can tell the wolf is ready to fight. Memory starting to flow back. TJ, Flynn, thinking he's done something to... I stand up to. Flynn may sound like a hard ass, but physically, Leo should beat him easily. Flynn can obviously tell that he might have to fight on his hands, though, and it's clear he doesn't want that. He drops his shoulders, seemingly to shrink, as if invisible strings that had been holding him up were cut. He turns to us, then gestures to TJ.
I just want the truth. Can we just put a stop to this today, right now? I don't think you know how much of a nightmare this has been for me, not really knowing. TJ?
TJ stares at Flynn, muzzle set grimmingly.
What happened to Sydney?
What happened, TJ?
What happened, TJ?
Yeah.
Huh? What'd you
Just
do?
say it.
What did you do?
You probably drowned him.
Probably.
He's dead quiet. TJ stares at his lap, not moving. Come on, let's... Flynn holds up his hand towards me, still staring at TJ. Slowly, TJ looks up, his face still stoic, still made of stone. I already told you what happened.
Bullshit!
Flynn steps forward, but Leo's there to grab the back of Flynn's shirt and swing him around. I dodge out of the way as Flynn is flung back to land on his ass, kicking up a big cloud of dust.
Shit!
Flynn, I swear to God, if you start a fight here, I'll drop your stupid ass. Everyone except TJ is standing now, staring at Flynn. Flynn sits there. Wait, TJ's not standing?
I guess not.
Wasn't he standing in that CG?
I guess, or he maybe would have...
Maybe he sat back down.
Maybe
I
he
don't
sat
know.
back down.
Flynn sits there, glaring up at Leo, obviously weighing his options, chances. He seems to come up short, though, as he splits to the side and stands up, brushing off his pants, and he turns around.
You're all okay with not knowing? Fuck all of you.
He turns back around, hands in his pocket, a bitter look on his face.
So his usual look.
Yeah.
This whole thing was stupid, Leo. We're not even friends anymore.
Flynn scuffs the ground before turning and walking towards the trail that goes back to Echo. God damn it, Flynn.
Fuck off.
Flynn keeps walking, and it's pretty clear that he isn't coming back. I raise a paw and rub over my eyes. What was he doing? He's a passionate guy that will... passionate. Sometimes just
word.
explode with all of his insecurities before running away and hiding for a few days. He's skewered us all like that before. That was classic Flynn. But he was especially mean, dark. And that part with TJ, I vaguely remember Flynn having some sort of suspicion, but that had been a long time ago. Had he been sitting on that this whole time? I look to the left and see that TJ's gone. Fucking good.
Bye. Bye, bitch.
Carl sits down. Carl's still sitting down, and now it looks like he's pulling out a joint. Leo's walking off another trail, cursing while Jenna follows him. I stand there, next to my chair, undecided. Okay.
Oh, this is the one.
Okay, this
This
matters.
is it.
This matters. So put down the mouse. We're debating.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, what are you feeling?
So.
Okay. In this situation, what would you make Chase do?
Well, I don't know, because knowing the details that you have shared, I kind of want to know about the lake.
Oh, okay.
And you said that Flynn's route and TJ's routes
Yes.
share
yes.
about information about that.
Yes. But what about the drama with Leo?
Yeah, there is some drama.
What about the
with Leo.
spicy drama with Leo?
It is pretty spicy.
What about that jab at Jenna's backstory? The history with her family.
God, why can't it all just be in one route?
Aren't you interested in what Carl's life is like?
Well, we were never going. We could just take the top option off. We were never going to go find TJ.
No,
we know
no,
that.
not at all.
We're going to
No.
do that.
Your most defenseless, like, mentally unwell friend has just walked off after an argument. We're just gonna leave him.
We're just going to leave him by. Who cares? Who's more?
You can
dangerous?
go after Flynn.
I could. Oh, I don't know.
You can follow Jenna and Leo.
I could.
And you'll get a secondary option that'll split you into either Leo or Jenna.
Yeah, but if I pick Jenna, you'll be mad.
Yeah, I would. Actually, if you pick anyone but Leo, I'll be just, like, upset. And that's very unreasonable of me. But also I care so much.
I'm real invested a little bit.
Yeah?
Oh,
Yeah?
God.
Yeah? What story thread are you like?
I don't know. I am interested.
Like, I had the semi-problem when I got to this, even though I knew what I was gonna pick.
Right. Because you're just like, oh.
But I was also like, I feel like in this moment, I totally would have ran after Flynn to, like, tell him off.
Right.
Like, in real life,
yeah.
but, you know, but Leo's an option.
Leo is an option. He is right there. Let's go after Flynn.
Okay, are you're hard committing to Flynn's route? TJ is right there.
He is right there.
TJ's right there. Carl's right there.
They are both right there.
Well, it's like, okay, do you want, like, a depressing not romance in the form of Leo's route? Do you want a typical anime in the
Typical
form of
anime.
Jenna's route? Or do you want Silent Hill on Ohana with with Flynn's route.
Oh no! Am I gonna be able? That sounds. Oh, Silent Hill on Ohana. What a mix.
Or we can go back to Leo's route. It's good Morganatsu.
Good Moriyanatsu.
It's good Morganatsu.
With a pitch like that, no. Oh God, I don't know.
Okay, but I do think Leo's route's really interesting because it's a hard thriller.
Okay,
Like, its genre is a thriller.
that's fun.
And it's probably, like, actually the scariest route.
Ooh, I don't know if I want to do the scary route though.
Okay, so Flynn and Leo's routes are the scariest.
Fuck. I'm just a big baby, I guess.
Well, the least scary route is TJ's.
And we're not doing TJ's.
It's easy mode. It's actually baby mode, just for TJ.
Baby
it's
mode.
baby mode.
We
You do yard work for 3 days straight and want to kill yourself. Or maybe that was just me projecting that onto the Chase. I don't know.
Well, is that not the point?
I feel like I'm not supposed to project on the Chase.
Like, he's his own character.
He's his own character.
But he's also the POV in a VN.
It's facts. It's facts.
You know, you're making these decisions, meaning it is kind of you.
Yeah.
You're
yeah.
like co-piloting Chase.
And then I'm just like, we're going for Leo. I will do everything to make sure Chase and Leo get back together.
This should not be this hard of a decision. Fuck.
Huh? So it's between those three, right?
Basically.
Okay.
So far, yeah. Like,
Okay, so I guess the question is, when we finish one route, would we do another one?
I don't know, because, like, you know, I suppose
Like, if you wanted to, like, do it
a second route. Yeah, like, doing the canon route first, like, kind of, for me, takes the wind out.
Okay. Okay.
Like the other VN that I have the most experience with was Katawa Shoujo, right?
Okay. Okay.
And I feel like Lily's route is like the quote unquote canon route, and that was the first one I got. Really?
In this game.
You think so?
Yeah, because what happens is, like, because there's so many different threads, every route is valuable.
Okay, right. Yeah, there's something in all of them.
And like Flynn and Jenna's routes have so much about the lore of the horror.
Okay.
And why the horror exists.
And Leo's is just
and Leo's is like you hard experiencing the horror.
Well,
so like, do you want the answer before? Because actually, you know, that's a criticism I have of Jenna's route.
okay.
Is Jenna's a smart person, and thus she ends up just like trying to find out and explain everything, and that kind of undermines the horror.
Okay. So you think
Like when scary things are happening, and she and another character are like, wait, even though we're skeptics, we know this is tied to this. So in theory, if the supernatural thing is real, we can do X.
Okay.
And it's like, oh, well, because it's the confidence of Jenna that kind of like makes the horror not quite there.
Oh shit! I can't like just save on this screen.
No.
Dang it!
I almost was about to stop you and go like, please save, but and then
No!
I was like, you know.
Why?
So I'm going to preface this.
Okay.
If you choose Leo's route,
Okay.
after this day, we're fucking playing Route 65.
So we'll stop here and go play Route 65 if I pick Leo's route.
Or Jenna's. Both those two you need Route 65 for to appreciate the route.
You're putting a lot of pressure on me, Josh. I don't like this.
Because I think, like, when you get to, like, Saturday in those routes, if you haven't played Route 65, it's not as impactful.
Valid. Well, if we want to keep playing this game, then we'll have to play Flynn's route.
It's only it would be a 2-hour session. It would only be one like play session, and then we'd go back.
It'd
to
be
the
a
same.
quick Route
Yeah.
65. Okay.
It's about as long as a day in this game.
Okay. Well, given the way you've explained it, it might be fun to experience the stuff and then learn about it.
Okay.
Because I really do want to know, like, shit about the lake and the horror and stuff.
Yeah.
But I suppose Leo is, like, the canon route,
Yeah.
I would say. We'll follow... I finally clicked. God, that was... That
oh my
should
god,
not
I
have
won.
been-
I did it.
This was the plan the
This
whole
was
time.
the plan.
God.
Leo is best boy. He did nothing wrong.
Watch me pull the rug out and click Jenna at the next tree.
That, I mean, I'd be upset, but that's okay. Because I like both routes. But I watched Jenna's tail disappear through the sagebrush. They're headed down towards down the same trail that they had that they had used to get to Lake Emma. TJ did seem to head off in that direction while we were fighting. Though I can't imagine he'd go to the lake. Well, why not? Is he a bitch?
Yeah, huh? What do you got to hide, TJ?
What did you do, TJ?
What did you do?
I should go with them to help find the links. Like, okay. I guess Chase is guilted. Rolling the eyes. I'm also a little worried about Leo. It's been a long time since I've seen him that pissed. When I get there, I find Leo leaning back with his rear up against the big boulder on the shore. Bittersweet memories flood in. That rock is almost as much a staple of my childhood as the actual lake is.
Wow, how sad. A rock.
It's a big-ass rock.
I know. A big-ass rock that you hang out on. It's like the green electrical transformer on the fucking hill in the neighborhood by the lake.
Yeah.
You know? What is it with shit by the lake?
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It's weird. It's weird like that. Every memory I have of this place is dreamy and gold tinted, but always has a hint of sadness about it. No matter what the situation was. Jen is standing in front of Leo, her arms folded as she talks to him. I can't see his face, but his posture is sagging, and his ears are down, looking way older than he actually is. I stand back for a while, feeling awkward about intervening at this point. Leo occasionally shakes his head, then takes out his phone to look at it. I can see Jenna's getting annoyed, so then she says something to Leo, turns his head, and looks back at me. I seize up for a second, but Jenna is beckoning me with her paw while Leo isn't looking. I start stumbling over the rocks towards them as Leo looks back at his phone and Jenna starts walking towards me.
Just talk to him. He'll listen to you. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is it.
Okay.
Should I do it? Or should I just make you sad?
Make me sad. No.
No.
I mean,
go to Leo.
in theory, both will be depressing. For me.
For you. Yeah. Facts.
Though I do think you should play Leo. Like, I know you clicked it, but like in general, I think it's better to play Leo's route before Jenna's.
Okay.
Because Leo comes off as a weird individual in Jenna's route. So, it is what it is.
Right.
He gets a bit angrier in that route.
Well, because, you know.
You're hanging out with a girl.
You're hanging out with a girl?
Like a girl.
What the hell? Disgusting.
Right?
It's so hetero. Ugh.
That's so not 2015, Chase. Like, come on.
Come on, Jace.
And be progressive. Abandon all women in your life. She passes by me, going back towards the trail. Sure, he's probably listening to me, but I have no idea what I should say. The rocks are actually hard to navigate, especially when you don't have any protection on your feet. By the way, there's no shoes.
Yeah, like
No one has shoes in this world.
I mean, we never see the feet of their character portraits, but so none of them wear.
No.
They're just straight up animal.
Yeah.
Footing. I mean, that makes sense, I guess.
There's a couple times where they mention like walking, and Chase mentions like the pads on the bottom of his feet getting sore, and I'm like, What? and describing the texture hitting like the ground beneath
Right.
him. So
So you weren't wearing shoes.
you're not wearing shoes?
I guess
What?
animals don't wear shoes.
Yeah, and there are CGs in this game actually later on that show that they don't.
Okay.
There's a CG in Jenna's route that shows their full body.
So do they have like people-shaped feet or like the actual animal-shaped feet?
I like the in between.
Okay. So they have paw pads, but like with somewhat human-shaped feet.
Yeah.
So it's not like you'd have
It's
like
human shaped, so it makes sense that they're standing on all. But they like it has like some.
well, it's not like the anthro, like say Jenna or Leo are like walking on like the paw.
No,
like,
no.
the cute. Oh, that's cute though. It's
Oh my god, no! It's
a
not
cute
balanced. How are they supposed to keep up that strength?
It's not real. It doesn't have to be.
No, it has to. It has to work correctly.
God.
I'm almost to the boulder when my feet, my foot catches on the edge of a rock, and I yelp and fall forward. Knees hit first. Hit the sharp rocks.
Yike.
Fuck, that sounds awful. Like
That does sound awful.
Chase, you fucking idiot. Okay. Pain shoots up my leg, and my eyes clench shut as I cringe silently.
Cringe.
Oh, do you think Chase says cringe? Like in the year what was it, like 2017 when that got big?
I guess. I mean,
Do you-
people still say cringe now.
Yeah, do you
sort
think
of.
who in this cast do you think says cringe?
Carl.
Oh yeah, Carl would definitely say cringe.
Yeah.
He would, yeah. Shit, you all right? Leo wouldn't because he's a boomer.
He's a boomer. Yeah.
He has that big boomer energy to him. So, I look up and see Leo looking down at me. His ears up now at the sound of my fall. Yeah, fine. Leo frowns and reaches over with a paw, which I grab onto and and pull myself up with. I make my way around him, being a little more careful about where I put my feet as I position myself next to him against the boulder. Okay, but why though?
Yeah, why'd you move over?
It's not like Chase has a character portrait in this route.
Yeah, no one's gonna show up here.
Okay, I put both my paws behind myself and heave myself up onto the boulder, letting my leg dangle over the side. Man, I was always terrible at doing that. Like, I have no upper arm strength, so I just kind of like flop.
You're just like, yeah. You lift yourself up enough to rest your chest, and then you try to like push yourself up.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. I'll just sit on the floor. I'm so damn clumsy. You're an otter.
What's that supposed to mean?
Wow, asshole.
Yeah. Asshole.
I say it jokingly, but Leo's not really smiling. Instead, he sticks a paw back into his pocket and pulls out a slightly fat-looking cigarette. Why? But why? Leo, that's so unhealthy.
So unhealthy. Oh, can I make a prediction?
Yeah, sure.
I bet that Chase did Chase actually leave his anchor bracelet, or did he bring it with him?
He left it.
Okay, so he actually did leave
Yeah.
it. I thought there was going to be a reveal where he actually pulls it out at some
No,
point. Where is it?
no.
Dang.
Because Chase is over this relationship.
That's sad.
And that's supposed to like tell the player that it's like, yeah, Chase doesn't.
He's done.
He's kind of done, even though it's like, why Chase? Why do this to me? Like,
Why do you hurt me like this?
why do you have to be like this, Chase? I give a start and stare. I shouldn't be surprised. I could smell it on him when I first got here. It's just that I'm not used to seeing him do it. He started right after I left. See, stress.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Look what you did. You made the
what
man
you've
go to
done.
smoke. Like,
How could
he pulls
you?
out a lighter, lights it, takes a drag, then blows the smoke out of the side of his muzzle away from me. Well, at least he's nice about it.
Yeah.
You're meant to swim, not walk on rocks. I mean, technically Carl's built for that, and he's still falling down all the time. I think it's because Flynn's always tripping him with his tail. Reasonable. Speaking of Carl, grunting, I lean over sideways and look at the side of the boulder. I find what looks for instantly a series of chips and scratches outlining the rough figure of a canine with a long cape and an S on its chest. Ha! It's still here. Carl's drawing? Shit. I forgot about that. Never finished it, did he? Nah, but it's pretty good. Remember how Superwolf was the only thing he talked about that summer? Yeah, and the movie wasn't even that good. Reasonable. He loved it, though. Shit taste. Yeah, I guess that's all that really matters. Leo grimaces and reaches over to my knee. I wince and I look down and see that see his thumb and index around a cut that I didn't notice until now. Blood is oozing through the fur and leaking down my shin. Yeah, he's like, oh, it's not.
This little grimace is cute.
We'll need to clean that out. I shrug. It's not a big deal. Nah, we need to stop by the convenience store and get some peroxide. There's some nasty shit around here and around this lake. It's fine, seriously. Just let me die of an infection, Leo.
For real. We can be
Just
done.
to be safe. I smirk. Safe? Like this? I reach up and grab at his cigarette dangling from his lips. He's quick, though, and wipes his head away before I take it out of his muzzle. Hey! Don't hey me. Why the fuck are you smoking? His ears fall flat again, and he glares. Why the fuck do you care?
Damn.
I mean, but like it's semi-reasonable.
Yeah,
like,
a little bit.
He spits that out with such venom that I lean away from him, eyes wide. He's never talked to me like that before, and I was joking too. What? Leo quickly looks away and doesn't say anything. I stare at his face for a while, watching his eyes flicker around as he just shakes his head. Are you still mad at me? We talked. Course I'm still mad, Chase. Talking doesn't just fix 3 years. You know?
Facts, though.
I mean,
Chase
like...
kind of did him a little bit dirty, you know?
Like, Chase broke up with him and left the day before he goes to college. Like, it's not great. All that progress I thought we made on Saturday was an illusion. Leo's just as upset as he's always been about what happened. I don't know what to tell. I don't know what you want me to say. What do you want me to say, Leo? That I was wrong to leave? That I should have stayed? Not leaving me in the dark would have been a great start. Yeah, I fucked up, but it happened, and I can't fix that. What do you want? What do you want now? Leo stretches his arms out to either side in one giant shrug. I don't know. This is already familiar. 1,000 past fights flash through my mind. Did we ever agree on anything? I mean, you agreed to start dating, right? Like,
yeah, right?
right? I slide off the boulder and Leo snaps his head towards me, probably thinking I'm gonna leave. Instead, I lean one paw against the rock as I turn to glare at him. It feels better yelling at someone standing up rather than sitting down. Oh, I know exactly what you want. Oh, you do? You just want me to drop everything and come back here, back to Echo. When did I ever ask you to drop anything? I just want to know if you're coming back. How am I supposed to know that? You can't... Why can't you plan ahead further than a week? I swear, it's always like this with you. I let out an exasperated laugh. I'm 21. I don't fucking know anything about anything.
True.
How should I know what I want? Well, I'm here. Don't you want to come back and live with me like we always planned for? His voice softens and I pause, thinking about it right now. It is something I want. I would want. It's just... Is Echo so bad that its negativity outweighs my benefits?
Jeez.
I mean... Yeah.
Well, or just live in Peyton, you know?
Mm.
Is Peyton that bad?
No, but like, you know, Leo likes it here.
Leo, well, he lives in Peyton, doesn't he?
No.
Or he just works there.
Yeah.
That's right, he just works there.
He commutes.
Yeah.
His parents live in Peyton.
His parents live in Peyton, that's right, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, it's supposed to be symbolic that like Leo can't move on.
Yeah.
And that he's always moving in circles.
What, you don't like the thing that they said,
Yeah,
right?
there's a lot of that in this franchise, actually. I gesture at the town in the distance, looking as shitty and rusted as ever. Then to the lake, looking as shitty and murky as ever.
Wow.
Then to the desert around us, looking as shitty and dry as ever.
Chase. Chill, bro.
Okay, but like Chase and Leo's route, my absolute favorite. His narration's great. It's 10 out of 10. I let the scenery speak for itself. Actually, even in Flynn's route, it's pretty neat.
Okay.
So yeah, Leo rolls his eyes. Puchita?
Puchica.
I don't know, Otter. I'm starting to think you just want an excuse not to be around me. I mean, maybe, but no, I'd never. I'm starting to think that what Flynn said was true. He looks straight at me, eyes narrowing over his muzzle, his nostrils flaring. What? I'm not obsessed with you. I miss everyone. That's all. Is that wrong? I mean,
You can miss people.
I go quiet for a while and turn to look back over the lake, squinting at the bright reflective flashes of light. It can be. But then I don't know. I don't even know if he's telling the truth. He's never said whether or not this whole thing he'd planned was just for me. Well, of course it's just for you.
Of course. Are you a fool?
Like, why would he invite TJ?
Or Carl. Well, I mean, I guess he likes
Well,
Carl.
he's friends with Carl.
Yeah, he's friends with Carl. Why would he invite TJ?
Right? He doesn't say anything, and we just sit there for a while. Even for a wolf, his whole sticking together thing is a little intense. He'd brought us together at the very beginning, sure, but after Sydney was on a whole different level. He'd barely ever let us leave his sight. That's when I notice a dark figure across the lake, walking on the side of the road. It's Flynn, and he's heading back to Echo.
Just see him on the other side of the lake.
Yeah, he's walking. I can see that Leo spotted him too, his eyes and ears following him. But he doesn't say anything. Finally, I speak up. So, is what he said about me true? No. He says it quietly, but the answer's instant. Really? Leo takes another drag of the cigarette. Weirdly enough, I actually kind of like the smell of the smoke. I think his problem with you is that you don't act like you used to as a kid or teenager. He's told me before. I mean, you used to be a snarky motherfucker, even more than you are now. My stomach sinks. Yeah? Yeah, you grew up, mellowed out. Again, my insides twist, and I don't trust myself to speak right now. Leo gets the wrong idea and smiles, putting his arm around me and pulling me up to his side. What he said about everything was total bullshit, especially Jenna. I mean, yes, Jenna was right to do so.
What, to dip?
Yeah.
Was her home life really, really bad?
You can find out in Route 65. You go to her house. Well, you can. It depends on what dialogue you choose.
Oh, boy.
His whole family mantra did have its limits. The fact that Leo is so defensive and Jenna's decision to leave her family shows what a shitty place, what a piece of shit they really are.
Dang.
I'm just glad that he's changed the subject, though. Leaning my head on his shoulder. That's pretty gay. That's Chase. Like, come on. I let his hold comfort me.
You know, as a bro, full homo, leaning head on shoulder.
Yeah, he's still watching Flynn. Puchica, I can't fucking believe he did this now. Idiot. Leo shouts it loud across the lake. If I could, I'd lower my ears like a canine. I see the small figure that is Flynn turn around and look back at us. He stays like that for a while. It looks like he's examining us. Finally, he turns around and keeps going towards Echo. Fucking idiot. How the hell am I gonna go ahead with what I planned this week? In the past, Flynn would have his blow-ups. then get over it, and so would we. But this time really did feel different. It was like he'd been chipping away at our group for years, and finally this is what broke it into pieces. Now there's no putting things back together. Maybe it would have been better if we didn't come here. It's my fault. Nope, it's Flynn's fault. Stupid to blame yourself.
Facts.
I don't know. We always had problems. Probably would have been better to just leave things as they were.
Or like you could have just come here to the lake, gotten your footage, and left.
Yeah, but Leo wants everyone to be together.
Oh.
He cares.
They cannot be together for like 3 hours while Chase goes and gets his footage and then goes back to the town.
But Leo's plans.
Whatever, Leo's plans.
No, Jesus. Why does everyone act like this whole thing, Echo, our friendship, is some kind of horrible tragedy? Just you wait, Leo.
Oh no.
Give it a few days.
Oh no.
It's been it hasn't exactly been a walk in the park. Life isn't a walk in the park. Oh, give me a minute. I'll be back in a moment.
Okay. Life isn't a walk in the park.
But it is though. What, sitting there on your MySpaces?
My MySpace, you know, I couldn't leave behind those times. It was very important to me.
I don't know, never had one.
I mean, I made a MySpace probably the last year that it was alive, before like everyone like officially went
Like
to
moved
Facebook.
yeah.
Because like
Facebook's still around somehow.
because my cousin like was visiting and was like, dude, you should make one. I'm like, fine. So I did, logged on once the next day, and then never opened it again.
Oh,
and
good,
then made
good.
Facebook like a month later.
Reasonable though, reasonable.
Yeah.
Until that became a hellhole.
Yeah. Well, I don't even use it. The only reason I used it was like to keep in touch with you, and now I just get in touch with you on Twitter.
And everyone wants to move off of Twitter, and it's like, damn it.
And go where?
Yeah, right? Does Instagram have a messenger
Yeah.
thing?
Instagram is actually a lot better as far as the community than Twitter is.
Yeah, but I don't use community things, so it's
And
fine.
I mean, you don't
It's
post.
fine.
You can't post in the same way.
No.
Just keep Twitter as your personal blog. It's
It
fine.
basically is at this point.
Yeah.
This is where we came from. Find some good in it. Instead of bitching about everything, it could be so much worse. You're right. It could be Saturday.
Oh no.
My parents told me stories about their hometown. And compared to where I was born, this isn't shit. He huffs out smoke through his nose, not bothering to blow it away from me this time, and it engulfs and I'm engulfed in the smell of tobacco. I mean, not to be an asshole. I mean, you are. But, you know, that's why we love you. But you gringos have it easy. My mom got a phone call almost every month telling her that they'd killed my dad just because they had money. Leo's always been good at making me feel like a spoiled brat. Well, just imagine how Carl feels.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. His arm tightens around me, and I turn my head to rub my nose into his chest. That's pretty gay. I can smell his musk under his heavy deodorant. It's a familiar smell I like. Don't be. I mean, we all play our cards, right? But try to have a little more perspective. He leans his chin on the top of my head, and I feel like we should have some boundaries since we're not exactly a couple anymore. But this feels right. I love this town, and I love you guys. I just want things to work out, not to lose touch. We had something real special. You're such a wolf. Ah, thanks. I lay a paw on his thigh and rub it slowly, thinking. I mean, right?
Chase, that's gay.
Chase. I know that you're gay, but stop being fucking gay. And arguably, this isn't even the gayest route.
Arguably. Well, actually, he's bi. Remember the option I chose?
No, so that's still in the... Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you choosing that now makes no difference. I don't think that makes any difference.
I wouldn't think so. No.
I think it only matters in Jenna's route.
Probably.
So I don't know.
The one lady option you can pick. Yes.
For the cowards.
For the cowards that are...
I mean, is there really no way you could just leave with me? It would make things so much easier. I mean, that sounds reasonable, though.
Yeah.
Please don't ask that. I can't leave them. I could never leave. I could never do that. You know this. But you could move to the next town over.
Yeah, you really could.
Like, that'd probably make Chase feel a little better. Of course I did. Of course I did. We've argued about this over 100 times already. I squeeze his thigh. So, are you still mad at me?
Yes.
Of fucking course you asked earlier. I would be upset. I listened to Leo breathe in deeply, my head ringing with his chest. No, Otter, I'm not mad. Stop lying, Leo.
Stop lying.
We just have a lot of things to figure out, but we will. I guess that's a good place as any to leave off, so I move on to another subject. So now that Flynn's fucked up the trip, what do we do next? He hasn't. We'll fix this. Just gotta get that dumbass to apologize. He never does.
Oh.
Do you think a person like Flynn?
I mean... I guess I can't say they're his only friends in town, but, like...
He doesn't even consider his, like, live-in boyfriend a friend.
Yeah, fair enough. He's not
because they don't actually talk to one another. Daston, yeah.
Oh, okay. We'll meet him, and he doesn't even,
only in Flynn's route.
Doesn't even consider. Fuck. Maybe I should have picked Flynn.
No, this route's better.
Pick the right one. No.
But once I do, we have a birthday to plan. Whose birthday do you think it is?
I don't know. Is it Carl's birthday?
Carl's birthday isn't for like 2 months.
How the fuck am I supposed... You said that like I'm supposed to know that. Excuse you.
I raised my brow in surprise. It wasn't anyone's birthday anytime soon.
Oh, is it Chase's birthday?
Huh? Whose birthday? Carl's.
What? You asshole! What?
Carl, his birthday isn't until the end of April. Literally a month away. It's early. Real early, I know. But I'm kind of limited here on ideas of what we can do.
But I was right!
Yeah.
Fuck you!
Yeah. I guess that makes sense. So when's that gonna be? Wednesday. We need to buy the stuff tomorrow and have the day off. Leo looks at his phone again. Speaking of which, I need to drive you guys back so I can get back to work. Has Leo mentioned his job?
He works at his parents' shop, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that's kind of all
Have
I
they
know
mentioned
about
what
it.
shop it is?
I want to say yes, but I don't remember.
I don't know if they said it yet.
I don't think
It's not a
so.
spoiler or anything, it's a mechanic shop.
Okay.
So, like, he's good with machines. He's a big man.
Big, strong man. Big, strong man.
I should be working on the project, but I've got plenty of time. You know, there are routes in this game in which Chase just ignores his project. Like, entirely.
They just like, they're like, oh yeah, well,
Chase will be like, I should, but... And then rolls back in his bed.
relatable.
And I'm like, what the fuck? TJ, you're such a bad influence.
TJ, golly.
You literally do nothing in the route,
Ruins
and
all of
TJ
it.
is still like making it so, like, you can't do your fucking project.
Amazing.
It's stupid. Leo slides off the boulder and turns back to me. I'll ask Jenna and TJ too. I'll let Flynn cool off for a day. Do you know where TJ is? He's somewhere, probably dead. Yeah, he just texted me that he wanted to be left alone, which I understand. I get off the boulder as well, and Leo reaches a paw out to me. I think this time, watch where you're walking. Hold on to me.
Hold on to me.
Yeah, hot. That's probably a good idea. Okay, so
Tuesday.
yeah, so just make a save.
We'll make a save.
Yeah. Oh, do you want to save over? Do you want to make a rotate your saves? Rotate your saves.
Rotate my saves on a VM.
Yeah, I do it.
Whatever.
Have you looked at 1 through 5?
No, I haven't. I mean, let's see. June 4th, 5th, 7th, 6th. Okay, yeah. I guess that's good. It's fine.
Yeah, and that'll probably be it for this part.
Okay, because now we have to play Route 56?
Yeah, so just like exit to the main menu.
I know how to do it. I'm a big boy.
No, quit is to turn off the game. So you have to go to config.
Config.
Yeah. And then title.
Title.
Yeah.
Yes. All
So
right.
how'd you like Monday?
Monday was fun.
You got to go to the river with all your best friends.
Not even the lake, but the river.
Yeah, the river.
Flynn was such an asshole. That decision should not have been that hard. That was so difficult.
I think they do a really good job, for the most part, of making you really care about the different characters aside from TJ. I even think I can see someone really jiving with Carl and being like, yeah,
right.
I want to do Carl's route.
Yeah. For sure.
And it gets mentioned. It got mentioned a bit earlier, but Chase's best friend is actually Carl.
Okay.
So.
That's it. I mean, I guess I can see that. Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because Carl went to the college for a little bit. They
for the
went to
first
school
semester.
together. Yeah. So.
And then he quit.
Yeah, but
Is what it is.
Which makes sense, that Jenna wouldn't. Him
Yeah.
and Jenna wouldn't be too close because they didn't stay close at the beginning of school.
No.
And then they got their kind of own lives. and
But
stuff going
apparently,
on.
it's. I think they mentioned that it's in late elementary when Carl and Chase become friends, and they hang out daily and Chase even goes on vacations with Carl's family.
That sounds nice.
You only learned this in Carl's route, so I know you're not going to play that. So
Well,
it is what it is. But you get to know more about Carl, and it's
Yeah.
actually kind of interesting.
Who knows?
But I actually don't think it's worth playing.
After playing through one route, I might be interested in playing others.
Second route, he's gonna play TJ's route.
No, not at all.
I kind of feel bad that I did Carl's route last,
Yeah,
because it really should have been TJ.
because you did his second to last,
Second
right?
to last, yeah.
Okay.
Because I was like, man, I want more confirmation on on what happened at the lake.
So you went to.
Yeah. So I had to suffer.
So you were compelled. You were compelled.
Yeah, I sat there and I'm like, okay, I have Carl and TJ left. The two characters I actively don't give a shit about. Which is funny, because I actually do like Carl in Route 65.
Okay.
But
Are all the
he's,
characters just better in Route 65?
No.
Okay.
Because TJ still sucks.
Is he Toby in Route 65 or is he TJ?
I think he's
still?
he's TJ at that
Okay.
point. But it's like the characters are younger, so they're less broken.
Okay, that's nice, right? That's nice.
But they're broken in different ways.
right. You know.
Like Flynn is still like an ass, but he doesn't physically show up. You can only
Okay.
text him.
But he's still an ass. I
Yeah.
love that. Okay. Well, cool.
And you can hard just like not do like 90% of the dialogue with Flynn.
Okay.
Actually, same with Jenna. You can just choose not to even like see her in that route.
All right then.
It depends on like what you choose. There's like one option that matters, and it really changes what happens in Route 65.
Okay. Well, now that we're on the Leah route,
Yeah.
now we have to stop playing this game and play a entirely different game.
It still has Echo in the title, and you're
I
still
mean-
playing as Chase.
I mean, it's a prequel game.
Yeah,
right?
just think of it as like a chapter that gets inserted.
Okay, fine. We'll do that.
Yeah, some other day.
So that'll be next time.
Yeah, give me my mouse back.
Put your mouse back. Ugh, so many furries.
Right? It's fucking awful.
God, that decision should not have been that hard.